I wish I could make reaction videos, but I was born in 1956. I've heard all these songs. What could I possibly react to?
I was worth it, found my purpose, rarely abyss to the surface, the reward of constantly working.
Hey whippersnappers, Brian here to Boomer Reacts. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thanks for checking me out. I listen to rap and hip-hop songs using lyric videos, and then I let you know what I thought about them. As you can see, I'm going to be reacting to Call It What You Want by Above the Law featuring Tupac and Money B. Before I get into their bio, because I haven't reacted to them before, before I get into that, I want to give you some news. So, you know, the next reaction I'm going to be doing is part of Rotating Wednesday. So I've added a new category. You know, it's women, underground, and 80s. And I thought I would round it out to 4, so it means, you know, one of those a month. And what I've chosen is songs that, you know, harken back to the golden age of hip-hop, but have come out since, you know, 2010 up till now. Because I've been getting requests of people saying, you know, this sounds, you know, just like, you know, old school hip-hop. So I thought I'd give it a try. So the first one, yeah, you know, I don't know anything about it. The first one I'm going to do is Wednesday, and that's going to be Never Freestyled by Coast Contra. Those are Rascas's kids, I think. Yeah, Rascas's kids, right? I want to say Most Def, but it's Rascas, right? Anyway, some of the other titles I've gotten, I'm going to tell you, and then what I think I'm going to do is just do a poll just for, what do we call it, New Wednesdays. So I got Griselda, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, is that what it is? Stove, Pretty Gibbs, Lloyd Banks. So if you want to put in the comments some songs that you think you know, that have been released recently that would be you know, good to react to, since it, you know, sounds like old school, put it on the list or put it in the comments, and then I'll just I'll make a poll for a month from now, and we'll do it that way, because like I said, I don't know, I've got a list of stuff that people have sent me, but I'm going to let you all decide. Okay, so back to Above the Law. Gregory Hutchinson, aka Big Hutch, aka Cold, oh, it says right here how to pronounce it, Cold 187. Cold 187. Is that how you guys would say it? I would say Cold 187. Okay, so Big Hutch grew up in Pomona, California. His father is singer, songwriter, producer Richard Hutchinson, and his uncle is Willie Hutch, who Berry Gordy hired to be a staff writer at Motown after he co-wrote the Jackson 5 hit I'll Be There. Wow. But while Big Hutch had these figures in his life, there was also the temptations of the streets. He started hustling in the 80s with his childhood friends from high school, who soon also became his musical collaborators. By 1989, Hutch brought together friends Kevin Gully, aka KMG the Illustrator, Arthur Goodman, aka Gomac, and Anthony Stewart, aka DJ Total K-oss. It's K-OSS. To officially form Above the Law. They are all D-boys and used their drug money to record a demo called Living Like Hustlers. A D-boy is a boy that sells drugs. That's what the D stands for. A meeting was set up by Gomac with his brother Larry Layla Goodman, a producer-songwriter who was working with Dr. Dre at Ruthless Records. What is Gomac's real name? Arthur Goodman. Right? Laylaw took the demo to Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, who were looking to build out the Ruthless Records roster. Eazy-E and Dre liked what they heard and signed them in '89. Big Hutch says, quote, "Well, I brought the record in 85% done. Me and Dre ended up taking all the things that I did on the 16 track and bump it up to a 48 track. We just re-recorded everything. The songs that me and him actually produced together was Just Kickin' Lyrics, The Last Song, and Freedom of Speech. But we worked together side by side. I was his protege," unquote. Their debut album, Livin' Like Hustlers, was released in '90 and included 2 hits, Murder Rap and Untouchable, which both charted at #1 on the Hot Rap Songs chart. In '91, they released their debut EP called Vocally Pimpin'. The first 5 songs on the 9-track record are newly recorded material, while the other 4 are remixes or edited versions of their previously released material. After Vocally Pimpin' came out, they started work on their second album, Black Mafia Life. Dr. Dre was busy recording NWA's for Life, so Big Hutch took over the production duties of Black Mafia Life. Hutch had the breakthrough that changed everything. He took grooves from the P-Funk catalog, added a melodic sense that he inherited from a family that included noted songwriters and composers. He rapped hard, streetwise lyrics on top and came up with a sound that their group called G-Funk. One of the tracks on the album is Call It What You Want. They asked Digital Underground to be part of the song. Tupac and Money B flew down to LA. Pac was still relatively unknown and not immediately embraced at the studio. Ruthless wanted Shock G. Pac and Money knew that Shock G was stuck in New York working on another project, and Digital Underground's manager, Atron Gregory, told Money not to tell Above the Law and to stall for as long as possible. I wouldn't want that job. But Shock never walked through the door, and it was clear they needed a 4th voice for Call It What You Want, leading to Pac's appearance on the track. Hutch said, "It set it for four verses, so it was like, shit, let's give the rookie a shot." Pac wrote his verse for Call It All You Want on the spot that day. He stepped to the microphone and asked, "What do y'all call this sound?" When Hutch replied, "G-Funk," Pac said, "That's hard, I'm gonna put it in a rhyme." According to Hutch, the words G-Funk and Gangsta Funk had been thrown around the studio during their Black Mafia Life sessions, but they never seriously thought about what their signature new sound would be called. Hutch says, "It was just a phrase we were popping around with our homies. It was just a vibe, but it turned into this big thing. Pac is the one who made it official on the record." Black Mafia Life and for Life were recorded in different studios, but Hutch and Dre still maintained a sense of what was going on with the other's album. Hutch says, "I came on the set for the video of Appetite for Destruction, and I was playing Black Mafia Life. Dre was like, 'That's incredible, man. How'd you fit that funk into it like that?' 'What is that?' I said, 'We just call that G-Funk, man. That's mixing gangsta shit with melodies, with classic soul funk music.' He's like, 'That's some next level shit right there.' That's how tight me and Dre were. He wasn't saying it like he was threatened by it. He was inspired. He was like, 'You're going to come up off that.' I didn't know that it was an influence that would carry on to the next record he was about to make. He appreciated the fact that he mentored me and I'm coming up with something that might be next level," unquote. Although the 2 albums were finished at the same time, Black Mafia Life got shelved for an illegality. When Dre left Ruthless, Sony found out that although the 2 albums were finished at the same time, Black Mafia Life got shelved for illegality. When Dr. Dre left Ruthless, Sony found out that Big Hutch was producing Black Mafia Life, so they dropped them because it was a breach of contract to not have Dre produce. That held us up, and when we were in transition of changing labels, Dre left to launch Death Row, and The Chronic came out before Black Mafia Life. Wow, I didn't know this story. These days, however, Hutch claims he holds no ill will toward Dr. Dre, who he calls a brother. Hutch says, I look at it like this. I highly influenced somebody who had the power to make my sound be really commercial, and that's how I made peace with it. Call It What You Want was released as the first single, followed by VSOP. Wow, that's an interesting story. So, did you guys know all along that Dre wasn't really the originator of G-Funk, that he just made it popular? That's quite the story. I feel bad for Big Hutch. Okay. Okay. Call it what you want.
Into the quest, the black triangle. Now you know the reason for the black mafia theory. Yes, it has many meanings, but no matter how you define it, it still comes out black. See, it's just a hair trim, so you can call it what you want.
Now I clown around when I hang around with the underground, but when I'm with the mafia, I'm dropping it. And if you're holding, I'll be knocking you. Baby, why not? You shouldn't drop me cause I'm popular. With the clock, I love to pop it. The coppers get shot, they shouldn't try to stop the mafia. Tupac, a pack a punch and pump the trunk. I'm bumping G-Funk, but you can call it what you want. How many times I gotta tell you, don't ignore it. Either be my hoe or hit the door, you nothing but see it. That's why I love to go on tour, G. Stores are hoes behind the door, niggas know it now. I'm sipping on the 40, so you can call it what you want. Grab the blunt, niggas.
Well, I am the danger, similar to a killer. I romp around the cup and chomp and stomp him like Godzilla did Tokyo. Check it as I choke a slow poke, rap the cap his ass faster than half a pound of coke to go on Mother's Day. First and 15, another way of saying it. I got him flipped some trip, but it's okay to get your crew. Cause do I send your team to the showers? And you would do a thinking they got the 1 to 20 hours. I devour lunch, spit 'em out. Lunch breaks, I shit 'em out. Just think, what do you think this is a threat? Just forget about a comeback. You're done, Black C. Cuddy was the stopper, but you'll call me the ender when I chop you with the chopper. Stinger with the stinger, flex my trigger finger. I blow you the bitch and I get a big kick out of grabbing a mic and fling a few lyrics with the maximum security crew. I smoke a spit, but I'm not Jamaican, so won't you let a Yankee Doodle do what he has to? Raise my hand and cast her. Hell if I spell you can't tell, you better ask her. Weatherman, he'll sigh and reply, you should have stayed in the house, cause money's gonna rain on your face.
Clear the smoke and grab my food by his throat and don't let him go. Till he holla, holla, Billy go. Now money, money, money beat once said to me.
187, why you wanna be?
Well, I like to clock big G's and hang out all night. I never worry about a bitch, cause he can't tell me shit. Plus, money, money is a pimp thing.
What?
And see, if you was in my shoes, you be doing the same. So don't ever, ever question if I'm a G, I play a hard, cause when I'm bustin' on the mic, I can never be a customer. Now peep, cause when I'm going deep, the only customers getting served in the house is the pussy I be. They wanna pop that ding yang, I tell them sit down, shut up, bitch, and let me kick game.
You know.
Cause those always be saying they got that going on, but if they wanna get with a nigga like me, they gotta pay a fee. I am nothing on that nigga from the planet called Simple, from the planet Black Mafia live that breeds pimps. Yo, so take a sip of the psycho, mega pimps up, hold up, must be a player.
Hold up, wait a second.
Nah, I fuck you bitches on the last record. Yo, it's like I'm high on a ragamuffin split. Me a dope sound boy, the man, the myth. Man, they wanna see me fake shit like I did last year. So I post on them, then I coast on them. No, I never had a murder rap. And if it's snitches say that did it, you're bound to get your next now. So there it is, and how it's gonna be. So I passed the joint to my man KM.
Well, you can call it what you want, but if you don't, I'm still a nigga with a pimp strut. Ooh, I'm macadamia nut. I say what you wanna work off what you owe. Well, alright, you little silly asshole. Now when you wanna rendezvous and get trammed, give a call to the clinic, ATL's the pimp camp, and see which player is up for the downstroke.
Cause you skeezin', cause you broke.
So toast them hoes like I said before. I fuck 4 bitches a day and I'm looking for more. Cause scores of hoes be leaving my house like bam. And I'm like damn. Now my niggas didn't label me the dangerous neighborhood nasty man, cause they know I can. When you wake up in the morning, I only give you 5 pushes. I'll be out by your garage, away behind the bushes, drinking coffee, smooth waiting to toss. See, like a true hoe gigolo should be. See, I'm a giant and the rest of them are fakers, especially when it comes to the bitches and they money makers. A certain nigga hesitate to diss you trap, but I don't, so he black mafioso and call it what you want.
That was a lot of fun. I thought it was going to be much harder than that, but you know, like he said, his sound was, you know, take some, you know, Parliament and rap hard over it, but you know, you still have the melody, which is what this was, and it was the melody that made me like it so much. All the MCs were great, but you know who stood out as best to me was KMG. You know, I wasn't expecting one of the not well-known MCs to be the one I thought it would be best. I thought it was going to be Big Hutch or Tupac. Everyone was good, but KMG just stuck out to me. At this time, what was he? Cold 187 here, or is he still Big Hutch? I didn't read anything about where he changed his name, so I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the beat was so fun. I mean, I like Parliament anyway, so no reason I wouldn't like it. But it was the beat that won me over. It was so fun, and even though the lyrics were harsh, you know, braggadocio and you know, don't come at me because, you know, I'll use my Glock on you. But it was all behind very pretty melody, so it's all right. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. Is this what Above the Law is like? Is this like a traditional Above the Law song? Let me know. Let me know what else by them. I think Call It What You Want was the only song on my list by them. But I hadn't done Tupac in a while, so I thought, oh, here's Tupac on this. And people have requested this, so I'm going to do it. Well, definitely going in my car. That's a good one. Well, thanks for hanging with me, guys. If you like this kind of content, give me a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Post Contra as part of the new rotating Wednesdays. And in that reaction comments, there's where you can put, this is a song you should do, and then I'll make a poll of the most requested, and then let you guys pick what will be the next reaction for New Wednesday. I'll see you on the next video.